go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Emma Hughes. I am a BFA in painting and drawing, and I'm in my last year, finishing up CAPS A and heading into CAPS B.
Thank you. And then what is your Instagram handle?
My Instagram handle is Emma Kapiolani. I assume that will be spelled in the description if you can't spell it.
And then what is it that you work with and what is your work about?
So I do a lot of mixed media work, specifically fiber and painting, and really anything else that I feel like a lot of it is about the relationship between culture and gender, especially being a mixed Indigenous person, how I try to make my way in the world through artistic representations.
And talk about your studio and your experience working in the studio.
This is my beautiful space. It's been great. I feel like I've really gotten to know everyone in a different way being in the studio and having somewhere to sit down and like designate as a workspace as opposed to like trying to work from home where you can get distracted. It's really nice, and I feel like I've had a lot of breakthroughs and come to a lot of discoveries by being able to focus in a space like this.
Thank you. And then, whoa. So yes, would you like to show us around?
Wow! Alrighty, so I just had my advanced figure final. That was a piece from that. This is an example of the kind of fiber work that I'm interested in, like additive and subtractive, as well as some, I don't know what that was, some mixed media with both fabric and paint. And then this is my most recent iteration of that concept, bringing in quilting techniques and very culturally feminine iconography and mixing it up and making it funky. I've been recently working with like camo and I like floral and basically making everything crazy and all over the place. Oh yeah, we got Hello Kitty stickers, very important. I like just sewing scraps together and then putting them together, and as you can tell, I'm a mess.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Terre. I'm an international student from China. I just finished my BFA in drawing and painting. And you can follow me on my Instagram here.
And what is your work about?
My work is about compelling the purest emotions through architecture and the colors. And I work mostly with acrylic.
Do your studio walkthrough?
Yep. This is the most recent work. Yeah, it's not finished yet. I'm still working on it. And here's my reference table and work table. And all the works on this wall was an assignment for this semester. And I only work with ceramics.
Wow.
Okay. Introduce yourself.
My name is Medina. I graduate spring 2024, so I have one more semester left, and my major is BFA, Bachelor's in Fine Arts for drawing and painting. And my Instagram is Galco, so GALC0.
And what is your work about?
I tend to analyze my own vulnerability and aversion of my environment in hopes to offer a sense of sympathy as well as a non-judgmental view of the human condition seen through my own personal lens. So it's very psychological based.
Okay, very cool. And then what is it that you work with?
I usually draw with graphite and charcoal the most, but this semester I decided to really work with painting because it's actually the hardest for me. So as of right now, I'm dabbling in oil paints.
Very cool. And talk about your experience working in the studio.
So this, honestly, having my own little cubicle has been the best thing ever. This is what I've been looking forward to since I first came here to csulb, because I have the smallest space ever at my own home, and I don't have this type of so I get it. To me, this is great opportunities. Yes, it's still small, but it is bigger than what I've ever had. So since I've been working here, it's probably been honestly, it's been the best thing ever.
I know that we didn't talk about this with other students, but since you're going into CAPS B, what will that be like for you to work again in this studio, maybe potentially in another space?
What do you mean?
Because you're not going to be using this cubicle, you'll probably be using another cubicle, and also with different people too. Is that something you're looking forward to, or how do you feel about that?
I am excited. I really want to create bigger works, so I am hoping to get a bigger studio. Obviously, it's the same. They're all the same, but the dynamics of them, the way they're all built, some of them they look much more spacious and they have much more wall space. And that's something I'm looking forward to. But as for also, I'm excited to see who's going to be coming to CAPS A. And because obviously I already know CAPS B students, they're going to be the ones that are currently in CAPS A with me. So obviously I'm excited to continue to work with them, but I'm also excited to see who will be the next set of people that I'll be able to conversate with, and see how they develop their work.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, thank you for answering my very spontaneous question. Okay.
So this is my studio space. I actually did a lot of my own DIYs in here. So I have this weird plug set up over there. I drilled a piece of wood into the place to keep this is too tiny. This is just too tiny of a cord, and this will fall over if I had that on the floor. So I had to create that. These are some of these are the works I worked a majority of the time over the semester. They are all unfinished, but it is what it is. And I also created, instead of having an easel in here, because I felt like it took a lot of space, I created these sets of what you would originally have on an easel, one on this side and one on this side. And honestly, it's been probably the best thing I could have possibly done. I have a little stool I usually keep here. I keep all my stuff here. That's the tablet I use for references. And these are previous past works. This is my charcoals. This is ink. I'm still new to that, so it's whatever's, but this is usually what I'm most comfortable in. And of course, storage, the table. You gotta have a table. And all the previous shows we've had this semester with my peers, and color wheels, because it's always nice to keep that in mind. But this is what I have in the meantime. And of course, lighting, because you don't get the best lighting in here. You gotta be spontaneous. But this is my studio.
And can you please tell me what you're wearing today?
Oh, so this poncho, I got it when I went to Mexico with my girlfriend. I went to the pyramids, and it's called Teotihuacan, and it's 100% linen. So got it for 450 pesos, and if you translate that to USD dollars, it's pretty cheap here. Okay. But so I got this from Mexico. It's one of my favorite new pieces of clothing.
All right. Well, yeah. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
Okay. So hi, my name is Francisco Lopez, and I am a BFA student in the drawing and painting. This is my junior year, so one more year.
And what is your Instagram?
My Instagram is, I don't know.
I'll just
it's
add it.
@Frankie Long.
Okay. And then what is your work about?
My work is based on abstraction and sort of memories of my childhood. Things I enjoyed growing up. I would sort of deconstruct in a way that fits me now in the time that I'm living in. And then some of it is also reactionary. And then just whatever comes to my mind, I just create.
And what is it that you work with?
It's right now, I used to work with mainly oil paints and canvas, but I sort of stepped away from that and started experimenting with like fabrics, woods, sort of materials that are laying around my house, and yeah, mostly wood.
Francisco.
Oh shit! What's up?
We're still doing the interview.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, well, yes, thank you for your time, Francisco.
Of course.
Yes, talk about your studio experience.
So, my studio experience has been sort of all over the place. Only because like I get distracted a lot here, but overall though, like I get a lot of inspiration from a lot of things I collect over the years, and so it sort of helps me sort of get those creative juices going. But yeah. Hello, welcome in. So, thank you for coming. This is my space, my studio. So this is the general area. I converted my living room into a larger space. So this is my studio now. Usually I'll come in and eat here. This is where I mainly work, do my illustrations, my paintings, headquarters, and then just kind of laid back wherever I need to relax. Oh, here's some of the paintings I've done in past semesters. They're kind of all over the place. And then if we could just look on that side, these are the ones from this semester and semester past. These are more recent. And then this is my sort of like my hangout spot where I like to come in and do my computer work. I decided to just barf all my art on here. Oh shit, sorry. But yeah, and then I just watched my movies, whatever, while I'm doing my work. Maybe nap here, and that's pretty much it.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Alyssa Gorman. I just graduated from Cal State Long Beach for the drawing and painting program.
And what's your Instagram?
Instagram is Alyssa Draws People.
And tell me about your work.
My work is heading in a direction of focusing on very mundane, silly things that are often overlooked, like gardening or taking out the trash. I find beauty in those little moments that I try to capture in my paintings.
Yeah, and what is it that you work with?
I work with acrylic and oil. Acrylic for the first layer and then oil for the second layer.
And then do you typically work with oil on canvas or?
I like to work on wood. I find pleasure in integrating the wood grain into the midtones of the skin and also figuring out how much of the wood to show, how much of the wood to cover up.
Very cool. And tell me, what was it like working in the studio this semester?
I enjoyed working in the studio this semester. It was a nice environment to be around other artists and to feel part of a community while working, getting feedback, all that good stuff.
All right, thank you.
Oh, hello there. This is my studio. Let me give you a quick tour. So this is one painting I recently completed called Let Me Tell You a Scary Story. It's acrylic and oil on wood panel, and I connected them together with these cool little things. My friend helped me connect them together. This is another most recent painting I've done called A Sheer Mistake. It is called that because it's a clever play on words, because there is a mistake with the shears. And it is about a memory I had in which I was gardening with my family and accidentally cut my headphones with shears. It's a plant I have, a little thing I crocheted. and a life painting study, and the most recent painting I'm working with based on a memory I've had watching TV with my dad. Little study I have for it that I reference while I'm painting it. Yeah, this is my studio. Very homey, very cozy.
Thank you. Okay, let's see. I hope this works. Introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Grace, also known as Jima, and I just finished my last year at Cal State Long Beach at the Bachelor of Fine Arts, also known as the BFA, in drawing and painting with an art history minor. And what's your Instagram? And my Instagram is Jima Arts. And tell me about your work. Something about my work is that I tend to have a conceptual approach of little experiences and moments in life with also little touches of satire, humor, and irony. And I try to, be a little diverse in that aspect. And I try to be more loose with my aesthetic. And what is it that you work with? I typically work with oil on canvas. However, now that I'm done with school, I really want to dive into other practices and mediums like video editing or gouache. I really enjoyed working with gouache, and just seeing what else I could work with, as I was in the Bachelor of Fine Arts, but I really wanted to do studio. And so, And tell me, what was it like working in the studio this semester? So talking about my studio experience, I actually wasn't in this studio for this semester. I had a lot of health issues over the last semester, but I also worked mainly at home. I commute here at school, and so I guess with the little experience that I do have here, I really appreciated the fact that my peers were in the space around me. I tried to bring snacks over the semester, check in with everyone, but mainly I think it just gave me a new appreciation for the department, because we are the only department that has keys to the building. We have extended hours, and we have our own cubicles in this building, whereas every other department, they either rent, labs and go to the print center. But we have this little place called home, and I just grew to really enjoy this department and the people, and it's really precious to me. And these years and semesters have been precious to me, especially my friends that I've made, but also the professors and just the classes that I was able to take. But this is a lawn chair that I brought from home. I know Alyssa would come and sit and just talk about school. I have miscellaneous canvases from past assignments. We also get art prints from class. Over the years, I used to buy these prints for class and use as examples over the years, and they were giving them away because everything's going digital now. I take a bunch of that. Anything free, I'm up for grabs. This is usually where I have like my laptop and I sit here. I'll eat mainly here. The reason why I chose a studio is because it has the best of both worlds. It's in between the windows, and then it's in between the cubicles, just very much natural lighting. And I also really love this round mirror. It really caught my eye. I also brought this little frame from home in the garage, which is cool. I also had free books over the years and free posters. This is also my artwork. Chair I got from Facebook Marketplace. This is also from school, but I just covered it up. As you can see, I hoard a lot, but I love every little moment here. And then I have a little coat rack. Today is actually my last day here at school, and it's a little bit surreal, but Also, I've been a little mentally checked out because I walked last semester. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this interview and studio tour as much as I have. Thank you everyone who's watched, supported, but also everyone who's participated in this interview. Emma, Laura, Terry, Francisco, Alyssa. Yeah, sorry Vanessa and Anna, I know you guys couldn't make it. But yeah, I just wanted it to be a good farewell piece for this semester. And yeah, I'm just so grateful. And so I'll see you later.